to talk? You got a second?
Yeah.
Come on over.
Yes.
Yeah. Is it okay? We're gonna put it on YouTube.
Does it have video?
Yeah, right there.
Oh.
It's just a nice conversation. You don't
Only
have to
like
talk
20
about
people
anything,
watched the last one.
anything
so
deep, anything real.
stakes are not high.
Oh, I love that. Wait.
Like cash.
I'm gonna sit backwards.
Oh, that's fine. That's a great idea.
Let's do it. Why not?
Right. I'm gonna preserve some anonymity. My name is Dove.
Nice to meet you, Dove.
Yeah,
How are
you
today?
too. What are y'all's names?
Dervla.
Dervla
I'm Matthew.
and Matthew.
It's a pleasure.
What are y'all's intentions with coming out here with this sign?
COVID, pandemic. Everybody's having a hard time talking to people. I don't feel like people trust other people anymore. Nobody gives anybody the benefit of the doubt, and I've lived in the area for 7 years, and it's just not that hard to say hi to somebody and like have a conversation, and It doesn't have to be serious. It doesn't have to be anything but just like a nice interaction. So we've done about 17 of these, and we're just trying to continue to talk to more people in the hopes that like we can get a little more like oil in between our social interactions, I feel like, do you talk to a bunch of random people or do you never talk to strangers?
Are you a chatty person?
This is
or are
called
you
talking
like
to strangers.
I talk to strangers all the time.
Amazing. In what settings?
Anywhere I go,
right now.
really. I try to be very friendly and respectful.
Beautiful.
So yeah, I love talking to people. I grew up in the city, so I feel like that was definitely a big thing in the pandemic for me, like realizing how much I really like appreciate that kind of social liberty,
Yeah. Don't know what you got till it's gone.
Right. So yeah, I appreciate the project, but why do it with the microphones and the camera?
Because then you could share it.
Yeah.
You wanna. I have plenty of conversations on my own, but there's something about capturing a moment. It's more like it's a time capsule, and sometime we will be able to look back at this and see the conversations that we had, and the context will be greater because sometimes you can't see what you're in until afterwards.
And we're like tying a few things together because we're also having live shows at our apartment, and so like we're trying to put that footage next to this footage next to like the podcast that we create as well.
We're meeting people and then we're inviting them to the show, and so we are having just a little bit of community in the East Village, light community.
Do you know much about the history of the East Village and the different communities?
We went to college here, and we, Tish Dances loves the East Village. We know the modern dance history of the East Village.
That's
and a lot of the
arts.
arts
history. Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
But there's so much. Always more to learn.
Hi. Do you want to come on in?
What's your name?
Noah.
Hi,
Nice to meet you,
Noah.
I'm Matthew.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Dervla. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Do you want to sit this
Sure.
way, that way? Either way.
He would like to.
My
be
pronouns are actually
anonymous.
she, her.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
her?
apologize.
That's okay. That's why I chose to sit backwards. I'm actually preparing for a performance on Thursday where I have to grow out my beard and present in a way that I never present. So in preparation for that, I've been kind of laying low and not putting any time in the morning towards hair or makeup or anything like that, just wearing dark colors. And but that's why I didn't want to show my face.
Yeah. No, that's like, okay, yeah, go on. Sit here. I love that commitment to the pre-show as well.
You have to have it. Yeah.
This is a YouTube, whatever the fuck you want it to be called. It's called Talking to Strangers. So we're just talking to strangers.
Chatting.
See what's on people's minds.
Cool.
What you thinking about?
I'm thinking about a lot actually.
Bring it.
I'm moving out of New York.
Ooh, fun. Where are you going?
Paris.
Oh,
Yes.
hell yeah.
I love Paris. Have you been before?
Yeah.
Amazing. What made you move?
I have family there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
France
Doing
laps.
school there.
It
Yeah.
really does.
So I'm thinking about all my relationships that I've made.
Aww.
Yeah. In New York.
How long have you been here?
Just like 2 years.
Oh, okay, yeah. Were you in Paris before? Or
No, I'm from Pennsylvania.
Oh, cool.
Where? Lancaster?
Yeah, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes away.
Good guess.
Valley Forge Park.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So are you moving like just to join family or? like, what's
Yeah, and
going
I'm doing
on?
school. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
doing like a year of school or more than a year of school. Yeah, seeing what happens.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what inspired, like, I mean, you want to go to France because family. What are you doing in school? Studying something in particular? Or just
French,
looking for the
liberal
right things?
arts, Italian, writing.
European, la 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 la.
La 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 la. Do you know
La,
what's
la, la, la.
Delight.
No, Violet Chachki.
She got it from Delight.
Oh, really?
La 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 la. How do you say delectable, divine?
Who is that?
It's from Delight.
Who's Delight?
It's Miss Lady Kiev. Delight was a trio that was actually kind of founded in the East Village in like the 90s. But they're like a dance music group.
Oh, tell us about it.
Yeah, they're very about like New York and like the summer, and it's very like mosaic, like community art, like wall vibes. Like it's definitely a very like melting pot kind of like conceptualization of like society that I guess very much like speaks to that time, but it's very community oriented, fun, dance music.
Have you watched it online, like performances?
They have like
or?
hit songs.
Yeah, like you know the song Groove is in the Heart?
Oh, okay.
Who sang
Groove is in the heart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's by that. I had no
Yeah.
idea. Wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
When did y'all start this YouTube channel?
A few months ago.
Yeah.
We've done 17 of these, or we're trying to get to 24. Cap it at a first season.
2 per month.
Sure, it's more like 5 or 7 at a time.
Because it's just like
we
each
just come out.
conversation is an episode.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Our episode is funny.
It's gonna be a good one. Dove and Noah.
Right.
Yeah.
Isn't that Fated?
I love it.
It's like the Bible
'cause-
story,
yeah.
you know? Noah's Ark. And the dove is like from Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
So are you just performing the once on Thursday?
It's gonna be a day-long performance.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're a performance artist.
I am. Yeah. I mean, I make art in every medium.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just
Interdisciplinary.
whatever. Yeah, it's kind of just whatever, you know, like it's supposed to be manifested in. I try to like learn a lot of different tools so that I can like art is very like channeling vibes for me. I don't know where the shit comes from, you know. But I feel like it's like oftentimes just a response or like regurgitation of like the stuff that I've been taking in recently. So a lot of my work is about like queer and trans history and New York. So this piece is a lot about kind of the neoliberal gentrification of Greenwich Village and like the West Side and kind of the queer history that used to be there and specifically the public queer sex that used to be there that has been erased by this neoliberal gentrification that determines how we're supposed to interact with each other, what's allowed in public space, you know. This whole neighborhood was really transformed only in the past 20 years, you know.
I've only been here for 7, and it's changed since I've got here. Like, it's not much, but I've seen it.
Right.
I can't imagine how much it's changed in 20, you know?
Yeah.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah, so we're just gonna be doing some kind of public sex acts. And then throughout the day in different spaces, but kind of with different performative elements that comment on homonormativity, kind of assimilation, the wake of like the history of this neighborhood, as well as just like the violences that have really like been done to these people.
That's awesome. Love your dedication to the work.
And do you plan on just doing it the one day, or like is it?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of my work kind of is like a legacy of this in some way, and like trying to like upkeep this legacy and like get to know this legacy. But I was just saying today, actually, like I can't with like super long-term like projects. Like usually stuff is very much like a day that I'll like make a movie in a day, or like make do some performance in a day or whatever it is.
Sound like a comedian.
Really?
Yes. I mean,
Maybe a little bit. I'm a comedian on
stuff.
TikTok.
That's fun.
Yeah.
They write stuff, but dancers, we have to rehearse. We have to rehearse before we do a performance, unless it's an improv, like contact improv or any kind of.
But even improv, we tend to like limit, because the longer improv gets, the more it's like it becomes like anxiety inducing of like how does it stay improv.
So you're both dancers?
We went to college for dance, but we do lots of stuff.
Yeah.
What kind of dance?
Contemporary dance.
Random dance. Whatever we're told to do.
Is that like pretending you're like
it's a lot
a
of
praying
things.
mantis?
Fully, if someone tells you to,
it's be the granola, be the seaweed, Flo and Feldenkrais, and Twyla,
So
not
many
Twyla Tharp, well Twyla Tharp, and what's the water motor?
Martha Graham.
Yeah, yes, but
Trisha Brown.
Trisha Brown.
Right.
Gotta let things go.
I don't know
Gotta
any.
swing
I don't know
it,
any
you
of those names.
Really somatic Pina Bausch, like
I love that.
movie.
Yes.
movie.
Don't know any of those names.
Oh, they're
gotta look
heavy
them up.
dancer names. Like we just like spew them like
They're the best.
but
They
a
all
lot of
sound
people
so
don't.
fancy.
They really do, and sometimes I'm like, is it the way we're saying?
Like none of them are just like
Deborah.
John.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they were interesting people.
Even
They
like
all had
William
great-
Forsythe, still such a name.
That's
It's
true.
funny.
And also, who's the one that got decapitated? Lois.
Oh, the scarf.
Yeah.
Right?
She had a very
I
interesting
always forget her name, but I remember the
too.
scarf.
She got her scarf got caught in a car and she got decapitated.
oh yeah, I know about that.
She was an
There you
answer.
go.
I'm
Yeah.
terrible. Like, horrible.
Marie
That we can't
Antoinette.
remember now. Her too.
Yes.
Wait, I got this rash.
Oh no, what is it?
Guys, look.
Tell us
Oh, wow.
about it.
Tell us about it.
Rashes are annoying as fuck.
Truly.
It's called pityriasis rosea.
Highly contagious.
It's not
rash.
contagious at all. It's not contagious at
What a
all.
name. Talk about names.
But like, look at it. It's getting so much better. But...
Yay.
Tell them about the treatments that the dermatologists have sent you to.
Well, oh yeah. So like, the only like treatment for it is tanning.
Amen. Yeah.
So I've been going to
No,
the
like
tanning.
No,
tanning
I find
beds.
that-
Yeah, like tanning beds.
That's
Like I've been
okay.
going to the tanning. Well, I go to the
mean-
standing up one because
But,
I
like-
don't fit in the tanning bed. So it's all...
Normal tanning as well? Like, is that like a slower
yeah,
version?
yeah. But this
Yeah.
is just like hyper focused
Yeah.
UV rays.
Wow.
So bad for melanoma, but great for
Yeah.
Pityriasis?
But it's honestly been so glam. The tanning salon is
Right.
like there's
amazing.
like rock formations with like water, like,
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah.
I
Trickling.
love that fountain.
and it's
Sugar
very
and bronze.
It's very like it's like ran by these like gays, and they're nice.
no.
They're nice. They're nice.
This is the exact culture I am opposing.
And no, but they're sweet. And I walked in my first session. Like my dermatologist was like, go to this tanning salon. So I signed up.
If you say so.
So I went, and in the booth they were playing like crazy Christian like fundraising music.
That is not
it
what I
was.
was
It was like Jesus music, and then a woman speaking over it like, you can do $10 more. Like, come on, give us $10 more. If you can buy that Starbucks drink, you can donate us $5 more.
For what?
For
A
like
church?
Christian, for like I guess missionary stuff.
Girl, this is why I'm saying fuck these gays.
No, and I was
What?
like, after I left, I was like, do you know
While
what
you're
station was
tanning?
on? I was like, do you know what station was on? Like, it was like crazy Christian shit, and he didn't even know. And then I went yesterday, and they had a station on that was all like anti-70s, like military music.
Okay,
So
word.
I'm
What are
just,
the
I'm
choices,
just
though?
like, there are
Like-
all of these
They
like,
just let it roll. whatever's
boutique
playing.
stations.
I know, I'm like,
A
they
playlist
must have
is so important.
but
Like,
it's
why?
the radio station is intact within the tanning thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's only like 7 choices, and they're all very specific and like niche. And I'm just like excited to like see what's
to hear
on
the next like 5.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Wow.
like 30s radio sounds, like static.
I hope not.
A little scary. It's a pleasure to meet y'all.
Yes, y'all as well.
Best
Do you
of
guys
luck
have
with your
Instas I can
Thank
follow
you.
or anything?
I do.
Yeah, sure.
Amazing.
Let me pull it up. Best of luck with your. Oh, say it one more time. Hit.
Pedoriasis.
What's yours?
Mine is.
Oh, I can. That's just easier. Ooh, something happened.
Oh no.
The sass that these dogs go through. Amazing. Thank you. Oh, do you know Isaac? Isaac Spector?
Mm-hmm.
That's so funny.
Went to college with him.
Yeah, I think it's she, her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she, they.
Let me see if you could type yours in.
Yeah, sure. Oh, your whole profile is dancing. Like the whole like recommended.
Oh, the whole recommended. Yes, I like a lot of
Mine is
None of my actual profile is dance. There are
mine
two
is like
posts, but
oatmeal. It's like new oatmeal recipes.
I love that for you.
Bye, y'all.
Have a good one. Good luck with your
Nice to meet
performance.